Hey everybody, from April 30th until June 6th, Venus will be in Aries. So what does this mean for your money and career life? We're going to dive in with the tarot and find out. Venus in Aries is definitely a trailblazer, and she's going to help you manifest what is meant for you right now. This energy says, go for it. It's time. No more waiting around. Let's get it done. So welcome to the channel, or welcome back. So awesome to see you here. I hope you're all doing really well out in YouTube land. Your general May energy reading has already been posted to the channel, so check that out. I'll leave a link to it in the description of the video. 2 days that stand out in May are May 15th, when Venus will return to the same spot in the sky where she was when she went retrograde back in March. So if something got delayed or stalled around the end of February, beginning of March for you, you may see news about it or it finally moving forward around May 15th. And then on May 22nd, Mars in Leo will trine, which is a very favorable alignment, Venus in Aries. So we could be in the flow, the financial flow of abundance, especially with our trailblazing creativity and planting new seeds that really come from the heart, which is Leo. Timestamps are in the description of the video and in the first pinned comment. Watch for your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, whatever floats your boat. And if you want the latest updates with me personally, check out the thanks for watching section of this video at the very end. All right, let's get into your reading. All right, Aries, let's see what you need to know for your money and career life for May 2025. So, of course, it's always good news when Venus is transiting your own sign. So this could be a very good, uplifting, profitable month for you. Especially because, of course, Venus went retrograde in your sign back in March. So this could be finally the end of some financial delays, which is good news. All right, let's see what you need to know. We're going to do this reading in two parts. So we'll start with these, and then we're going to switch to an oracle with additional tarot clarification. All right, so let's see what we have for you. Aries. Oh, we got the Chariot, gorgeous, and the High Priestess. Capricorn in your heart, Queen of Coins, and the Four of Coins. Okay, so you could really make some good progress this month with your financial stability in terms of taking action on something that has been intuitively nudging you. Okay, this is the thing, and taking fast action on it. This could also be two things. There's possibly two areas you're really in high focus, two projects, two jobs you're looking to try to manifest, whatever it might be. But this is saying, of course, you're in charge. You're in the driver's seat of this, but the impetus or the instigation or the energy is coming from your intuition. I feel like you are really divinely aligned on some path, or you're getting yourself a lot more aligned on a money path for yourself, a career path, something that you are meant to be doing. Because here is the tea. I mean, Saturn's going into Aries at the end of this month. That's a whole other discussion for another video. Neptune's already in your sign. This is really a lot about some sort of new committed trail that you're going to be on for the next 3 years, really 3.5 years, with Saturn going through your sign. So this is the prelude, I think, to making some interesting new choices for yourself about greater visibility, greater independence, leadership, authority. But like I said, I think it's interesting. It's coming up from behind, or the subconscious, so to speak. And of course, this is High Priestess. This is moonlighting energy. So you could be working one job and also a second job, but you're not going to be working that second job forever. Like, that second job has a purpose. If you're doing a part-time gig, a side hustle, whatever you're doing on the side, it has a purpose in that it's funding something else. Okay, because in your heart with this Capricorn devil energy, that is your 10th house of career. You know, the devil can be a difficult energy, of course, But everything depends on context. So the energies that are surrounding this, what this is saying to me is that you're obsessed. You're obsessed with solidifying and manifesting abundance for yourself, financial stability. But it has to come through this. Okay, like the same old, Bobo's making noises over there. The same old is not going to cut it for you. There are new commitments to yourself and your dreams that are on the table, that are in your hands. The reins are in your hands, so to speak, to guide that chariot of dreams forward for yourself. So that's what I feel. And you are relentless. Like, you are so focused. And this is the thing, like, you can be very, very focused. I was waiting for the dog down the hall to stop barking. So yes, I mean, you can be very, very focused. Absolutely. Very, very focused. And you are this month. And the thing is, with Venus and Aries, sometimes Venus and Aries can be very impulsive when it comes to spending money, but that's not what's going on for you this month. Any monies that are coming in for you, you are setting them aside because you do have some sort of financial goal in mind. You have a purpose, you have a reason. You have, as I said, something that you're really wanting to get on the road with in your life. And any extra monies, anything that's coming in, it is going toward that. Now, that goal is going to be different for everybody. But with the Four of Coins here, it might be something related to your home life, like saving money for a move to a better place, saving money for furniture. There could also be something going on with paying off your vehicle. I don't feel there's vehicle repairs. I feel it's maybe more so of either buying the new vehicle or paying off the one you currently have. So, this is very aligned energy, and it is about taking that action. It's not a time to wait around anymore. If you've been thinking about a side hustle, this is the month to start it. You have great energy here to do it, Aries, okay? Again, with that Venus in your sign, great time to plant those seeds and to be obsessive about it, but in the best way. So being obsessive about it in terms of Capricorn energy. So making lists, plans, structures, being very disciplined. Saturn's going to be asking that of you over the next 3 years. And sometimes discipline sounds like a dirty word. Like, we don't want that. But discipline is just organized structure. It's things you do at a certain time, to get certain results. It's good habits rather than bad habits. Good habits that you're setting in place. But I think too, like Aries, the more you can set up systems and structure for yourself, that are somewhat flexible, but still. And the more you're in control of that, the more you are going to achieve what you are wanting to achieve with your financial goals. So I like examples. If you're really wanting to save your money, which is indicated over here, then set up an automated system of setting aside a certain amount. Maybe it goes into direct deposit every month, into a savings account from your paycheck, whatever. There's, many people on YouTube that do the envelope plan and stuff like that. You can Google that. Look at that on YouTube. Setting aside funds. This is very, very good energy for getting on a divinely aligned path that has been kind of nudging at you and being really disciplined and focused and getting it done. Like, you got the fire in your belly to do this. So that is fantastic. More barking. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what else you need to know. Aries, about your money and career life. Aries, for the month of May. We have foresight, seeing into the future. Well, you're seeing into your future. You're planning for your future. You have goals, baby. Plan ahead, early retirement, material gains, and career arc. Yeah, so anticipating your future and what you're going to need financially and starting to make some savings plans and adjustments. So we already know that, but let's pull 2 more cards and see what else we need to know. Planning ahead, that's the Saturn. We need Saturn in our lives. I mean, I know he's not everybody's favorite, but he does rule your 10th house of career. And when you have more discipline, lists, structures, organization, Aries, you tend to be more successful in your career. All right, let's see what we have. Knight of Coins and a 4 of Wands. Okay, so you could be planning for some sort of vacation, a trip, a special event. Maybe a big birthday is coming up next year. This Four of Wands is celebratory energy. It could be something related to your extended family, home, travel, trips, celebrations. Something, again, you're wanting for your home, because this is the second four that's shown up in your reading. So it could be the gateway to a new home, maybe next year, next spring, because we do have the Knight of Coins. So what's going on here is you are, again, looking at the energy. We had the Queen of Coins, Knight of Coins. You know, you're contemplating, well, what can I do? This is slow and steady wins the race. This is gains over time. You will manifest more over time. You could be manifesting more in the next 4 weeks, 4 months, and also by your birthday next year. I think there's a big goal that you have for your birthday next year. It could be March. Some people, of course, Aries are born in March. It could be April. But there's something you really want. You see it in your future. There's some big goal you have, whatever it might be. And you're like, I'm going to start now. I know that time is my friend right now. If I just take those slow and steady steps, I will get there. But this is the month to blaze the trail and get that seed planted, the fire started, whatever metaphor you want to work with, but get it going for yourself. Very important. And what's interesting too is Jupiter's going into Cancer, your 4th house. We got Cancer energy showing up here. We're getting double fours. Jupiter in Cancer is going to be your friend to help you manifest a positive change in your financial stability, 4th house, the foundation of your life, but also those of you who really want a sincere change in your living situation, a better place, better living conditions, better furniture, whatever. So, but it may, you know, again, with the finances these days, right? It may take over time. It's a goal you are working towards. So eye on the prize, Aries. Let's get it rocking and rolling this month and start making it rain with those coins coming in. All right, Taurus, let's see what you need to know for your money and career life in the month of May. And happy birthday, Taurus. I hope that whenever you celebrate, it is a lovely day. All right, Taurus, let us see. Taurus. We have a King of Swords. And we have a Two of Cups. Okay. Page of Coins in your heart. 7 of Wands. And the Moon. Okay, this is very interesting. All right, so I think something is going to be coming to a head at the full moon in Scorpio, which is your 7th house of other people, business, partnerships, etc. That is happening May 12th. So, you know, full moon window, 10th to the 14th, 15th. Because we have the moon showing up here. We have, of course, the Mars energy of the 7 of Wands here, and of you maybe being encouraged to make a decision. This is what I feel. We have the King of Swords here, which can be somebody who is of air sign persuasion, or they have air in their chart. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Of course, the Gemini energy is your 2nd house of money. But this could be something to deal with paperwork, lawyers, the law, contracts, that sort of thing. Or it represents that that individual sign. But we have a Two of Cups here. So this does suggest that there is a meeting, there's a conversation, there's a deal, there's a negotiation. But the thing is your heart is telling you there's something else you need to know. And I think it's so interesting that we have this. So the full moon's in your 7th house. I think that there's possibly somebody who is going to pressurize you into making a decision that you're not ready to make yet. Listen to your heart if it feels aligned or not. Maybe you just need a little more time. Maybe it is aligned, but you just got to research. That's the Page of Coins. You got to research. You got to find something out before you're going to say yes to it. But this person could be a little pressurizing, which is why we have this 7 of Wands over here. And you're like, back it off, dude. You know, you may want to explore other options too. That's possible with this. Maybe. But I just feel like there's something that's going to come to a head at that full moon, the middle of the month, where, You may not be forced into a corner or forced into a decision necessarily, because nobody can force a Taurus to do anything, right? Am I right? Leave me a comment. Say, Stella's right in the comments. Okay, nobody can make a Taurus do anything. So we're going to have to see how this plays out for you. But I would say, listen to your heart. I mean, the Page of Coins. Find out the piece of information you need to find out. There doesn't look to be anything negative here. The only thing I don't really care for in this card pull is this Seven of Wands, where you're feeling like you have to be assertive or tell somebody to back off. The Moon card, of course, full moons bring things to light. We will do a full moon in Scorpio reading, so stay tuned to the channel for that. Make sure you're subscribed, hit the bell, so you'll get notified when that video is posted. But it could also be, trust your intuition if you're having doubts. If you're having doubts about any type of offer or deal, do your homework. Do your homework about that person. Because here's the thing too, Venus is transiting your 12th house in Aries. So that is your subconscious. So Venus may be really helping you tune in psychically, and kind of have that feeling in your chest like something's not right here, in order to protect you. Because of course, Venus in Aries is, is the warrior. But that's what I'm feeling like. Again, nothing's bad. You just may need to find the right piece of information that's going to help you feel settled and okay about this particular deal. It seems sincere. The Two of Cups is there. But if you're getting a wonky feeling about it, listen to it. Because usually when people are pressurizing you to make a decision quickly, that's a big red flag. So let's see what else you need to know. Okay, let's see what else. And remember, that King of Swords can be any situation. Like, hurry up, make this decision, sign this piece of paperwork. Sell me your car, sell me your house, take this job, sign up for this deal, sign away your rights. I mean, whatever it is, right? So just be very careful. That's all. Get your Taurus heels and dig them in if somebody's trying to push you. All right, let's see what else we need to know for you. All right. Well, we got 3 sticking in my hand. We'll do 3. I'm not going to clarify all of them, but we'll do 3. It's your birthday, but you get a bonus. All right. We have Sister Moon. Interesting. Guided to the light. So that's very interesting because we got this. Hidden opportunities, dark places emerging, and full plate. Okay. Discern. That's the key word for you with your money and career life in the month of May. Screening your options. Which is, of course, there is an option coming in. There's a deal on the table. Important choices, pros, cons, dig for gold, only the best. Digging for gold is also this Page of Coins in your heart. Okay, absolutely. And potential, trying out your wings. Budding talent, restlessness, air travel, upward progress. Okay, so that's where you're going in Gemini season for sure. Potential. The upward progress. But let's see what else we need to know. So those 3 cards are corroborating, Taurus people, what I was saying. All right, let's see what else we need to know for you. You will be guided to the light. That full moon is going to be very important for you in Scorpio. It's going to reveal something that's outside of you because it's in your 7th house that is going to be impactful and help you discern who's ever approaching you with this Two of Cups. Knight of Coins, and the 5 of Wands. Okay. I'm going to pull one more. And the Magician. All right. So whatever you're going to choose this month, and you may be choosing something, the Magician is showing up here. It may be by the very end of the month, by the very end of like your birthday season. Make sure that it is fully supporting you in your full power. There could be something magical. You're kind of pulling a rabbit out of a hat this month, I feel. So something where, again, you're contemplating an offer, it's in your hand. Whatever that Two of Cups is. But you're still, sorry, cat here, you're still a little discombobulated about it. 5 of Wands, you are unsettled. Your energy feels restless, which is what we had here. There's a restless feeling. When a decision feels right, we don't feel agitated. So, there's something here, again, that Page of Coins, this 5 of Wands, there's something here to get settled with your intuition, with your heart space, get that information you need before you say yes to anything. Okay, but the Magician is very good. This is positive manifestation energy. It is a yes card. So, you're manifesting through your discernment the right opportunity for you. You will be guided to the light of what you need to know to make that decision. And with the Magician, you do need to think about yourself. Okay, so this King of Swords can be very persuasive. They can talk the talk, and they can pull out all the pros, cons, all the arguments of why you should say yes to them. Again, listen to yourself and listen to whatever's lifting your spirit up rather than whatever is making you feel, where's my other card? Making you feel defensive or pressurized. That is not the vibe we are going for if you want to have a successful money and career life in May, Taurus. All right, Gemini, let's see what you need to know for your money and career life for May 2025. Gemini! That's for Karen. All right, let's see. What do we have for you? Gemini. Oh, we have a nice King of Coins. Oh, and some Pluto. All right. 3 of Cups in your heart. 6 of Coins. And a 4 of Cups. Okay. So we will do a full moon in Scorpio video. That is coming May 12th. The video will be posted, of course, probably about 5 days earlier than the full moon. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe to the bell so you get notified of that video. But something's going down at this full moon in Scorpio for you with your money and career life. I think it's good news. Death card isn't always bad. You have to look at context. We have the 3 of Cups in your heart. We have things evening out. We have something either coming back to you. Somebody's gifting you. Somebody's doing you a favor. Something's coming back to you karmically to rebalance the scales of something that maybe was imbalanced with your finances. It could just be, good deeds that we have done out in the world. You never know how they're going to come back to you. They could come back in the most unexpected ways. So I think this is interesting. We're coming into the reading with our King of Coins. So you're very much focused on management of your finances, your resources, and what do you need to do to change? Making executive decisions. It's the King. What do you need to do to change things and bring in more prosperity? And of course, the Scorpio energy is your 6th house of work and well-being. So you may be coming to a realization that something needs to shift with your work hours, your work life, what you're going for. Maybe you're going to be healing some sort of unsatisfying career situation this month. You're walking away from it, or a toxic coworker leaves, or some other situation changes for good with the Death card here. And you're so happy, you're so relieved that things can maybe get back to sort of normal with the 6 of Coins showing up here. There is something interesting coming to you with this 4 of Cups from the universe. So this could be some sort of offer in your current career, like to do something different, to be assigned a special project, work with a new team, work with a new group of people. Of course, this could be some sort of offer from the universe with both of these, the 6 of Coins and the 4 of Cups. So that's very, very possible here. Some sort of offer that would maybe get you back on your financial feet and balance things out. It's not a 10 of Coins or a 9 of Coins going on here, but it will start you moving in the right direction. So that is good if that is something that is going on for you. There might be a part-time opportunity coming in for some of you. And of course, everybody has different circumstances and situations. Sometimes it's best to take that. So at least you have money coming in and you can continue to look for a full-time gig, full-time job. So if that applies to you, these energies are good. It's important to stay positive, eye on the prize. Seek, some of you too, I'm getting a buzz, really hit up the help that's in your area for job seekers right now. There are different community college initiatives, things that are going on at libraries. Where I live currently, there are a lot of federal employees that have gotten laid off, and the local community has done a lot to help them get their CVs up to date, get them connected with resources in the community, those types of things. So some of you, there's something about that. It might be a good idea to do that. Okay, but let's see what else is going on. But there could be some interesting help and assistance coming to you. That's what this six of coins is. That is unexpected. That brings joy to your life. So let's see. Let's see what else we have going on. Gemini. One, please. Okay, there we go. Okay, well, Aries got this, but that's okay. You also got foresight, seeing into the future, plan ahead, early retirement, material gains, and career arc. So career arc, like where are you in the career trajectory? I think there is some positive change that is coming to your career. Like I'm getting the energy of getting back on your feet, some of you, with this. And of course, it is about planning ahead. Saturn, this month, we will hopefully do a separate Saturn video. Saturn is moving into your 11th house of hopes and wishes and dreams, and also personal gains as of the end of this month, Gemini. So Saturn is about discipline, restraint, and saving. So whatever may come in extra, it's, because again, we're talking about personal gains. Saturn will be in that house. Save it. Save as much money as you can and plan ahead. That's what also this card is saying. So if there is some sort of gift, goodie, or benefit from the universe, six of coins, which there could be an unexpected windfall. It's possible. It's not guaranteed, but it is possible with this. Set some of it aside and save it. Do not touch it. Put it in a bank account that you never access, whatever, like not financial advice. Do whatever you want, but start planning for your future is important this month. And looking ahead, if you know you have a certain expense or a bill coming up, that type of thing. Aries energy, again, is your 11th house. Venus is in there right now. So she could bring you a gift, a goodie, some sort of bonus money, pennies from heaven. You never know. It's possible when she transits that 11th house. So if that is the case, try to set some of it aside for your future. Or for a future expense you are kind of anticipating, that might be coming up for you. So it's not as stressful. Okay, let's see what else we need to know for you. Yeah, we have a two of coins. And look, a three of cups again, which is what we just had for you in your heart. So that's very, very nice. So this two of coins is about financial balance, getting back on your feet, so to speak, or at least one foot. The six of coins is also about balance. So that's what I'm feeling. I'm really feeling that you guys are getting back to some sort of more even-keeled financial footing. Is everything sunshine and roses? Maybe not, but things are starting to balance out, and that's always a very welcome thing. And you should have a reason to count a blessing, maybe 3 little blessings this month, with the 3 of cups in your heart twice, or coming out twice in the reading. So let's see what might manifest for you, Gemini. It is the last hurrah of Jupiter in your sign until the next 12 years have passed. So hopefully Jupiter will bring a beautiful gift or goodie your way in its last days transiting your sign. All right, Cancer, let's see what you need to know for your money and career life for the month of May. Cancer peoples, let us see. Cancer, are you getting excited for Jupiter going into your sign in June? Let me know. Type excited in the comments or leave a little star or something so I know that you're excited. Oh, you should be. Look, 6 of Wands. Oh, what is this? This is Hanging Man. 5 of Cups in your heart. Oh no, what is going on? 6 of Swords. Okay, this is okay. And a Queen of Wands energy. All right. I'm going to tell this story very fast and then I'm going to pull 5 more cards. This is what I feel. I think the theme for your month ahead is a phoenix rising from the ashes. Okay, you may be dealing with something of a disappointment that maybe happened end of April, maybe in early May, but that's not your whole month. Like, you were very expectant and hopeful. You were, feeling victorious, proud of yourself, like feeling good, but then something got blocked or delayed. And the news came in after a delay, and this could be the Aries Venus retrograde situation that left you disappointed, but at least you know, and you're moving on from it. And thus, you're like, whatever, I'm moving forward, I'm taking charge. Because Venus in Aries, here is the fire. Aries is your 10th house of career. So especially if this regards some sort of career situation that you thought was going to go one way and it went a different way, you're like, burn the bridge, burn it all down, whatever, figuratively speaking, of course. I'm getting my mojo back, because that is the Venus and Aries promise for you, especially at that May 15th, as we come out of that full moon in Scorpio for you. Okay, you're gonna feel reinvigorated. We're clearing that retrograde degree where Venus went retrograde in March, and you're gonna be like, moving forward. All right, this didn't work out. Your pragmatic self is gonna come out, and you're gonna say, F it, let's get back to work and back to business and do what we need to do to be successful. Okay, so let's pull a few more cards. We will, of course, do a full moon in Scorpio video, so stay tuned for that. Let's use this deck. Actually, no, I'll use this deck. Let me stick with the program here. We have a slight detour in this reading, but that's okay. Let's pull 5 more cards. So if you're coming off the heels of some sort of disappointment, what is this Queen of Wands energy bringing for you? Because she's not going to give up. She's no way. And you are going to start something new. Knowledge is power. Whatever this is, you're finding out. All right, at least you know now. No more wasting time, that Hangman. Something wasted your time. I think you might be annoyed about that. Yeah, 10 of Swords. You are very annoyed about that. And the 5 of Wands, you're still conflicted about it. Okay, come on, universe. Justice in your heart. Knight of Coins. And the High Priestess. I'm not going to end on a High Priestess. I'll end on an 8 of Wands. That is very nice. All right, here is the thing. It can be very disappointing. All of us have been there multiple times, or at least one point in our lives, where something we wanted, 6 of Wands, we wanted it very badly. The next level up, a promotion, something really nice. And we didn't get chosen. We didn't get picked. It didn't work out. Whatever the situation, we have all been there. And it can be very hard when you're in that energy to get philosophical about it, and be like accepting of it and know that there's a reason for it. There is a reason for it. And the reason is right here. This 8 of Wands. There is going to be a very fast opportunity that comes in for you. It could be multiple things. You're sensing that anyway, the High Priestess. They're hidden currently, but they are going to make themselves known. I would say Mars is still in Leo, so I don't have the exact date when Mars goes into Virgo, so I don't know that off the top of my head. But I would say that this would be happening before Mars goes into Virgo. These hidden opportunities will come to light. You have to hang in there and be patient, Knight of Pentacles. This situation will be karmically addressed, justice. So that is the thing here. All right, there is a karma unfolding. You may not be privy to all the details of what's going on, but it doesn't matter, because some other better opportunities are going to be coming in for you. And let's not forget that this is your 2nd house of money. So it will also be profitable for you. All right, so this is the key. Let's see what else we need to know for you. Let's set these aside. Let's pull another card for the Cancers. I think this energy is really speaking to the fact that Saturn's also going to Aries, and it's going to be about committing to the right thing for your visibility, the right thing for your success. And it's probably going to be something new, not something from the past, which is what I feel that Hangman energy is about. So that will be revealed to you in time. You weren't supposed to do a certain thing because it's not for your future. Oh, that fell right out. Oh, that fell right out too. Okay. This came out first. The Pyramid. Powerful people. Boss, CEO, owner, manager, influence, moving up, and scheme. And then we have Lone Wolf. Strike out on your own. This is the thing. Ambition, job hunting, work is play, wildcraft, conquer fear. Of course, not everybody wants to be an entrepreneur, solopreneur, work for themselves. Okay, that's fine. But what this is saying then, if that doesn't apply to you, it doesn't apply to you. But it is saying like, okay, go your own way, be independent, do your own thing. Don't worry about what's going on around you and trust that you are going to be led to the top of the pyramid. You will have the right promotion. I mean, you could be promoted to the boss. Powerful people. Powerful people will notice you. You're going to be one of the powerful people. Saturn's going to be in your 10th house. When it is at the pinnacle of our chart, it usually suggests some sort of recognition, rewards, success. Yes, possibly heavy responsibilities and hard work, but it is because it's at the pinnacle of your chart. You are meant to be at the top of that pyramid. So the universe is arranging the details of this top of the pyramid situation for you and what that's going to look like. All right, let's see. 4 Wands, more Aries. Whoops. Whoops. And the Magician. I did see the 2 of Cups. The Magician. So yeah. Powerful. Making decisions that are going to bring out more of your talents, your skills, your capabilities, and your individual power. That's that Lone Wolf too. Your individual power. And opening a fresh door for yourself, one that is filled with joy and celebration. And where it's more about, I mean, Saturn in the 10th house doesn't mean it's going to be like hard all the time. It can be hard work, but it can be work that is joyful and happy. You really enjoy doing it. And you feel that sense of satisfaction because it's really tapping into your personal energy and personal power. Stuff that you're super good at and that you love doing. So be of good cheer, Cancer. Things are getting shifted behind the scenes for you. And let's not forget, you are going to have Jupiter in your sign, which is one of the most powerful, protective, beautiful influences that we can have. And Jupiter is exalted, which means he's super powerful, super happy, etc. in your sign. So if there's anything that's working itself out behind the scenes this month for you, just hang in there with that Aries gusto and you will be fine. All right, Leos, let's see what you need to know for your money and career life for the month of May. Leos. Leo. Pay attention to that May 22nd date. Mars in your sign, trining Venus. That could be lucky for you. All right, let's see what we have. Oh, we have a 10 of Swords. Okay. And we have a Hermit. What is going on? Oh, but we have a 9 of Coins in your heart. We have the Hierophant. And, ooh, look at this. Okay. So I was just saying something to Cancer about, something kind of working itself out. Similarly, I think that's happening for you. I'm so sorry. I got cat hair up my nose. We have your career house showing up here, the Taurus. It is about keeping the faith. There are things that are going to be opening up, opportunities, new directions, new horizons here. 9 of Coins in your heart, like really keeping your heart focused on gratitude, prosperity, building your personal paradise, making the commitment to continue building, to continue keeping the faith, even if things out here are not quite matching your inner vibration yet, they will. Your up-leveled inner vibration. They will. Here's your energy. It is coming. Okay, so, you may be feeling a little 10 of Swordsy as we come into the month of May. Maybe there is something like enough is enough. There's been a blockage, perhaps. This is back up against the wall. Like things got to change. I'm just like mentally frustrated. It's more mental frustration, mentally frustrated about what is going on. But next to it is the Hermit, which is your Virgo second house energy. So I think a good shift here would be not to take it personally and feel there's something wrong with you if you're going through a Ten of Swords moment right now with your money and career life. There's nothing wrong with you. You're beautiful. You're wonderful. But keeping that inner light of faith and self-worth burning within you and not getting dragged down into the Ten of Swords abyss. Okay? You know what I'm saying here. So, and know too that there is a spiritual solution to every problem, as Wayne Dyer said. Great book. Check it out. And the spiritual solution right now is to not take this Ten of Swords personally, even though it may feel very personal because, let's face it, this guy has 10 swords in his back. But it is not personal. It's not. Everybody goes through this. Also, whatever betrayal or if there was something done to you, it says more about them than it does about you. It's not about you. Okay, only what you can manage is, of course, your own thoughts and mindset and shining a light on spiritually, emotionally, how you can support yourself and what may need to shift. And the tarot's giving you advice about that. It's giving you another Virgo energy, the Nine of Coins, which is about affirming your self-worth, not from a place of airy-fairy, like spiritual bypassing, like ignoring reality. No, we're not talking about that. But affirming what you know to be good and true and right about yourself. And being grateful for the things that you do have in your life. That is also this Hierophant. I'm telling you, that is going to go a long way toward bringing in this Eight of Wands for you, which is fast-moving energy. Mars is in your sign right now. Here it is. So the sooner you can start kind of releasing yourself from this Ten of Swords, this mental kind of unsavoriness, shall we say, the better. So that's what I would say. And get out there and start making the energy move too. So we're going to go from a stuck situation to lots of things all of a sudden happening. This may be starting to percolate for you, especially at the full moon in Scorpio. Make sure you subscribe. We will do a video on that because that is your fourth house of financial foundation and building anew. So there may be some interesting news coming for you at that time. So around the 12th, 13th, 14th of May. All right. But you're going to have a lot more options, things moving forward and fast. So be of good cheer. Things are going to start changing for you. All right, let's see what else we have for you, Leos. Let's pull another card. All right, what do we have here? We have float away. Winds of change blow. Hello, that's what I was just saying. Lofty goals in the clouds, drifting, hot air, and quest. Okay, well, we don't want to float away. We do want to have more of a targeted approach with this Eight of Wands. But winds of change blow. Yes. Okay, so things are going to change, as I said. All right, we already know that. Let's pull another one for you, Leos. Let's see. Oops. All right, what do we have? Maturing, growing affluence. Diversify, power, benefits, strength, gain, and authority. Okay, so taking a mature approach, an attitude of gratitude. This is also the Hierophant, the Nine of Coins. Realizing, again, like the only thing we can control is ourselves and our own attitude. That's going to go a long way towards shifting this situation, as I said. But it may be time for you to diversify. That is also the Eight of Wands. So trying different things for your income streams, up-leveling your skills, studying new things, being more marketable, employable in the workforce, playing to your strengths. Okay, so I'm feeling there's something about diversification here for some of you. So like if you're out in the job force right now and you're applying for jobs, instead of, you keep applying for the same type of job, maybe it's time to apply for a few other different types of things or in different locations, like that type of thing. All right, so let's see. Leos. Two of Coins and a Four of Wands. Okay, Four of Wands is very nice. So that's a door opening. It's celebration. And we have two opportunities here. So you're definitely wanting to break out of some sort of stuck cycle with your finances. This is just kind of like status quo hanging in there. You would like more money so you could enjoy life more also. Four of Wands. That you could pay for a wedding. You could pay for a travel. You could pay for, something you enjoy doing with a group of other, group of people, something like that. Now let's pull a couple more cards, but we kind of, again, already know that. Universe telling us what we already know. Come on, tell the Leos something else, please. Okay, Aries energy. And here's your energy. Okay, so 9th house, the big picture perspective of your life, that is where Venus is for this month. And here is your energy. So it is time to expand your authority, expand your horizons. That is the thing, right? So we're talking about this diversify, these different things. If you have your own business, as an example, it's time to tune in and tap into other product lines, other services you could be offering to people. If it's something to do with, finding a job, it's time to perhaps make the executive decision, Emperor, to think outside of the box and think farther afield. 9th house is travel. Maybe you need to look in places where it's more sunny year round, as an example, or a place where you're going to be more happy, that's more aligned for you, a different location. So these are two very powerful energies. And there is something here about stepping into your authority, up-leveling in some way, and really just taking charge. Enough is enough. So you could be in some sort of very interesting negotiation, perhaps with an authority figure in terms of a promotion. That could be on the cards for you. You may start getting wind of it this month, more toward the second half of the month. This may be something that maybe manifests more around your birthday. Okay, it's possible here. But this is also getting out in public more as well, expanding your social media presence, expanding your presence on, especially if you're looking for a job, in places where people can find you. This is the thing, the sun, right? The light of the day. Going out there and speaking with employers. So going to job fairs. There's something here about getting out of the same old ruts and just putting it all out there. Not throwing spaghetti at the wall, but taking a mature approach, which is also the Emperor, and saying, okay, I have to try a couple things, because of course, if we keep doing the same things and expecting different results, that is what a wise person once said is the definition of insanity. So we don't want that. We want something new and bold. There's something here about boldness also. That is the Venus and Aries, but your energy with this combo here, this is heart, soul, bold, go for it. Get out of this little narrow lane you may have been putting yourself into. Diversify and go for it. All right, Virgo, let's see what you need to know. Money and career life, Virgos. In the month of May, Virgo. All right, Virgos. We have a 3 of Cups. And we have a Fool. Very nice. Are you traveling, Virgo? Traveling to make some money? Good energies here. All right, very nice. Some of you are traveling. Some of you are spending some money on travel this month. You could be getting an invitation to travel. For, maybe from family, but it could also be a friend or something for pleasure. It could be also business related, but there is a lot of emphasis on movement, travel, exploring new horizons that are joyful for you in order to enhance your financial security in some way. We have the Taurus energy showing up here. This is your 9th house of expansion. This could also be investing in tools, in something that will help you expand your business, expand your earning capacity, whatever that might be. 9th house is connected with the internet. So for some of you, this is time to buy a computer so that you can work from home or work faster from home, set up a side hustle from home, whatever, run your empire. So some of you may be looking at that or other types of systems to improve your life in a foundational way, but that also help expand and free up your time so that you can build your empire. But some of you, this is really, I am feeling it's more of a personal thing, really. We have the joy and celebration at some sort of, again, the Uranus energy, it's in that 9th house, at some sort of travel or invitation. The money's in your heart. It seems like you've manifested the money to do this. And it's probably connected with traveling to see family, or it's a business conference. Your way could be paid by your employers. This is mixing like business with pleasure type energy, for sure. There's 3 of Cups and this 10 of Coins that are showing up here. But there's something about this that you really need with the Fool. It's just getting your motor running, expanding your heart space. Like, you're very happy about it, but you're also happy maybe for the potential that it holds for you longer term. So especially if you're connecting Knight of Cups with colleagues in a similar industry, conferences, those types of things, you could be planting seeds for future job opportunities or other types of partnerships and connections. All very possible. Let's not forget Jupiter is going into your 11th house of networks and connections as of June 9th. So you will have a year of Jupiter blessing you in terms of networking, meeting, greeting, socializing for business purposes. And that's like kind of the vibe I'm getting here. So Venus in Aries is in your 8th house of transformation and other people's resources. So you could be on the receiving end and benefiting from other people's resources in the ways I just mentioned. The aim of all of this is to solidify your finances, 4 of Coins, to hold on to more of the money that you are making. So this is really, really positive for you. You could be introduced to a group of people who could provide you with a new beginning, the Fool card. And lead you to an important connection that could lead to some foundational security. So this is the type of thing, here's another example. You could be out socializing with some friends you haven't seen in a while, and they let you know, hey, I heard about this job at my company. Why don't you apply for it? It's that type of thing. They could, in a social situation, you could get a lead on a new beginning with something career related. So you're very excited about the long-term potential of this. You could actually have some sort of important meeting, job interview, something going on with it, and you could manifest it. It's possible here. Now, this is a general reading. Nothing's guaranteed, but that is the type of energy we are talking about here. So this is really, really nice. But you can benefit from other people's resources, and other people's resources include employers. So if your company pays for travel and conferences and things of that nature that would expand your horizons, or training, it could even be a training course, but there's maybe a little social going on there also, take advantage of it. This is your month to plant a new seed, to take advantage of those types of things, Virgo. It's very good. All right, let's see what else we have going on for you, Virgo. It's possible there could be some sort of new beginning for you with the public in some way, with that 3 of Cups and that Fool card. So there could be a small group of people you're going to be connecting with that will lead to other public opportunities. That's also possible. All right, what do we have here? Oh, this key card keeps coming up. I shuffle so much. All right, so we have foresight, seeing into the future, plan ahead, early retirement, material gains, and career arc. You are very focused on material gains. 10 of coins and a 4 of coins in your reading. And it is about looking ahead to your future, which is what this travel and networking and maybe learning a new skill or taking a workshop or something is all about for you in this reading. Okay, so planning ahead as best we can in these crazy economic times that we are living in. All right, let's see what else. Let's pull another one. And we have overcome, beat financial struggles. Yeah, you don't want to go back to whatever struggles you've been going through. There's very good energy here for you to change that this month. You must change your tack, fight, adapt, and conquer. That's very Venus and Aries, fight, adapt, and conquer. But changing your tack is getting out there and connecting, traveling, movement. That's what it is about. Let's pull one more. You're getting a bonus. Don't tell the other signs. All right, let's see what else. And we have gifts, giving and receiving. Yeah, I mean, if this is more of a personal read for you, if it resonates more on that level, somebody could be gifting you some sort of trip. They're like, hey, I really love you, Virgo. I love your company. Please come with me. I will pay your way. Or stay with me at my house, condo, villa, timeshare. You know? Wealthy donor, retail sales, surprise windfall, and generous. If you're in sales, you could do very, very well this month. But what I would say, because of Venus in that 8th house of other people's money, what I would say is emphasize the connectivity, the emotional connectivity with that 3 of Cups. Like, make it fun for people to buy from you. That's the 3 of Cups. So don't do your Virgo thing of telling them the benefits of something. Nothing wrong with that, but that's not what the 3 of Cups is. The 3 of Cups is like, let's have fun with this. Like, as an example, if you are selling skincare, makeup, perfume, whatever, just as an example, don't be like, oh, well, this particular serum has this amount of retinol and this amount of ceramides, and it will do XXX. No. You have fun with it. Like, let's like put it on our hands. Let's see how it feels. Let's, make it fun in some way. Make it tactile, make it fun, make it joyful and joyous for the person. All right, let's see what else you need to know. 4 of coins again, and a 3 of swords. All right, so there's a fine line. A 4 of coins, I like a 4 of coins because it means you have something to hold on to. But there's a fine line between miser and holding on to everything you have to the point where it blocks you from the flow of the universe. Because money is energy. Money is flow. There's nothing wrong with saving. This is important, especially in these times. It's important to save. It's important to manage your money. But you don't want it to get to the point where it's blocking you from enjoying life, enjoying your money, and keeping the flow of abundance coming your way. All right, so that's what I would say to this energy. But it's also a motivator. Like, I'm really feeling some of you, like with this overcome, some of you are really not wanting to go back to the days of whatever this is for you, understandably so. But try not to let fear-based programming be running the show, which then could cause this to go tip into a miserly situation. There may be something to kind of look at there to finally balance for yourself. You'll figure it out. All right, Libras, let's see what you need to know about your May money and career energies. That was the 10 of Wands. We don't need that right now. All right, let's see. Libras. We have a 5 of Cups. We don't need that either. And a Queen of Swords. What is going on here, Libras? Temperance in your heart. A star. Okay, things are getting better. And a Chariot. All right. All right, I'll take a 5 of Cups as my first card if the rest of them turn out to be nice. And they do. Okay. All right. So we might be coming into the month with some sort of nostalgia, regret, sadness, worry, upsetness. This may not even be money and career related. It could be related to something else going on in your life. But as we know, we are not compartmentalized beings. Things that affect us over here, of course, can affect us and, make us sad just overall. So there's something there that may be going on you're processing through emotionally. But fives are energies of change. It's not going to hang around for very long. Maybe till the 5th of May. All right, fine. It's moving on. In your heart, you are moving on too. We have the Sag energy, the Temperance. So looking for a positive change, bringing yourself back to some sort of balance, which is also the Temperance. And you are the sign, of course, of balance, equilibrium, very important to Libras. This is your 3rd house of your mindset, communications, transportation, siblings, contracts, negotiations, writing, speaking, teaching, networking, sales, all those things. So there may be something that you're going to initiate creatively this month to get on a new path. You could decide that you're going to start something with your career. Here's our Cancer energy, which is your 10th house of career. So maybe you are going to invest your creative energy, Pluto in your 5th house here, Star card, into some sort of new destiny that you're taking charge of. Some of you may be starting your own thing, maybe a side hustle, something like that. Some of you are actively going to make up your mind to go for something very big when it comes to your career. Some more public visibility, a promotion, next level energy. That is what this is. And this is your 5th house. This is about taking a chance, taking a risk. So like some of you are going to be putting yourself out there in the public a lot more. Jupiter's getting ready to go into that 10th house of yours, Libra, in June, which could bring some opportunities to work with the public, especially in media, in Sagittarius, in communications, all the things I said about this card, because Jupiter rules Sag. So there could be a lot of very interesting things headed your way. This month may be a prelude to what those are. Like, I feel like you're going to be shifting gears, it's a Chariot, shifting gears into choosing some sort of new project, new direction, new visibility that is going to start ramping up big time with Jupiter in Cancer and in Cancer season also with this. So this is very good. Like, you really want to step into your star power. And we know you have that. Don't you, Libra? Okay, you do. But it's about also this Queen of Swords, about making the decision, and saying, okay, you know what? Yeah, this is upsetting me, or it upset me. If it's something in your personal life, would so-and-so want me to be still sad about this? Or this is about my past. Okay, what's done is done. What's past is past. Let me focus on my future, which is the Star card also. So this is super, super positive. Really, really nice. Now, we have a full moon in your 2nd house of money happening on May 12th. I'll come back for the full moon in Scorpio reading. But, that energy, that 5 of Cups, yeah, maybe it'll surface at that full moon. It's possible. But we'll see. Full moon in Scorpio will bring some sort of truth to life, light and life. Venus is in your 7th house now, Libra. So there could be something going on with managing financial expectations with you and a partner, whether business or personal. So that may be on your plate. That's not really coming out in this reading, the cards I just pulled, but just be aware of that astrologically. All right, so let's see what else we have for you. All right, what do we have here? We have cutting edge, wield your power. Wow. Cut expenses, innovate. That's the Star card, innovate. Open, aggressive, takeover, and warrior. Well, that's the Venus in Aries. Some of you may need to defend your financial rights, your financial boundaries with a partner or other people from, the beginning of this reading until June 6th with Venus in Aries. That is possible. But it is about wielding your power, using your power, and being on the cutting edge. So being ahead of the curve, which you have the advantage of Aquarius being your 5th house. You can think outside the box. You can create outside the box. You can innovate. You can be on the cutting edge of things, of trends, of things that people don't even realize yet. And you're at the forefront of that. Use that power to your advantage. Let's pull one more. And we have winds of change blowing. Yes, they are blowing. You don't want to float away, but we do like winds of change. That is good. Lofty goals in the clouds, drifting, hot air, and quest. You're going to be on a new quest. You're going to be on a whole new thing. All right, we already know that. Let's pull one more. I'm trying to get something on some other type of information. Not just the corroboration, although I like corroboration. That's good. Precious gem, polish your diamond. Very nice. Rough ideas make the cut, shining through and fine jewels. So yeah, there may be something that you want to just kind of polish up about your presentation of self, especially if you're going to be going for the gusto and something very visible with your career. So we're in the season of Venus. Of course, you're ruled by Venus. You know about presentation of self, but we are in Taurus Venus season when we're talking about self-care and beauty and dressing well and all of that type of thing. So that might be important for you to think about as you get ready. I feel like you're getting ready for a major debut with something here you're going to be doing. That's going to put you in the spotlight. Two of Cups. And the 10 of Coins. Okay, that's interesting. So some of you are going to be in a negotiation for some sort of perhaps long-term financial deal, a contract, a commitment. Whether this is a work, a side gig, if you're like in public performance, maybe it's a regular gig at a cafe or some other venue. You play there every Friday. Maybe that's it, negotiating for the long term. You know, it's like that, those types of things. But here's another way to look at this energy. This 2 of Cups, 10 of Coins. You and your partner, because Venus is in your 7th house, whether business or personal, you and somebody need to sit down and talk about your long-term financial plans together. I think that conversation has been being avoided. This is the month to have that convo. But you may need to defend your own interests. Okay, so, and something may be coming to a head at that Scorpio full moon, as I said before, about that is what I am feeling. Bobby check. All right, Scorpio, let's see what you need to know about your money and a career life for May. Now, big full moon coming up in your sign, May 12th. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss that video. Never want to miss your full moon video or your new moon video. Very important because you only get one of those every 6 months. Very important. All right, let's see what you need to know. Scorpio. Of course, Venus and Aries is in your 6th house of work and well-being. So there could maybe be finally some movement with the monies when it comes to your work. Oh yeah, here's some Aries showing up right here. And some Judgment. Okay. 9 of Wands in your heart. 9 of Cups. And a 4 of Cups. All right, I like this. Your heart's a little tired. I mean, you have the 9 of Wands there. You're hanging in. You're hanging in. You could be dealing with something physical with your well-being. That is possible. All right, the Aries is showing up. So 6th house, work or well-being. You could be dealing with something either work or well-being related that may be going on until the 20th, where you just have to deal with it. Okay, this Judgment card, like it is the time, it needs to heal, it needs to shift, or you've made the decision that you're going to work extra, just got to, like you signed up for overtime. You just got to buckle in, get your Aries fire, your steely Aries energy going, and just be like, okay, I made the decision. I'm just going to see the thing through. But you'll get your freedom. I mean, you're going to get your freedom around the 20th is what I feel. In terms of you'll fulfill the task. Whatever task you have on your plate in work or well-being, it will come, I think, to a very successful conclusion, the Judgment card for you. And you'll be able to say to people, I made it through that. I'm done with that task. I'm done with that job. I'm done with that healing protocol, whatever it is. I passed the test. New life is coming. I have the fortitude to do this. Let's just get it done. Okay, so this is like true grit. You dig your heels in and you do it. And you're doing it. And the 9 of Cups, this is what is very good. There is something that's going to come out of this energy. You may not see it yet, but it will come. I would say it could be coming toward the end of May. It is possible at around the new moon in Gemini, which is at the very, very end of May. That is your 8th house of transformation, physical, mental, emotional, financial, other people's money as well. So there could be something coming from the universe at that time, a wish fulfilled, but it is connected with this. It's like energetically, there's something you're working on shifting here. As I said, there is a goal. There is something you are zeroing in on with this focus in that 6th house to get it off your plate, get it done. And that is going to free up your energy to then pursue a wish that maybe you gave up on, or you thought, well, that's not going to happen, or it got delayed in some way, but the universe didn't forget. The universe wants you to shift this first. There's like a preparation stage, like something has to happen first before the wish can be fulfilled. You're taking care of business, you're getting it done, and that will free up the energy for the wish to be fulfilled. That is good. Right? That is very good. All right, let's see what else you need to know, Scorpio. Scorpio. All right, we have security, planning for the future. There's a little kitty's face there. Long-term career, savings, investing, assets, and money savvy. Okay, so I think this is the wish that is on its way to being fulfilled. You're going to be able to focus back in on saving money. Like maybe there's something that, you know, the Judgment you have to do when it's costing money. That's possible with Venus in the 6th house. Like maybe you've got to pay for dental surgery that's going to cost thousands of dollars, or, you know, whatever it might be, you know, but once that's over and done with, you can focus back in on what you need to do. So investing, assets, and money savvy. Okay, very nice. All right, let's see what we need to know about that for you. But you could be doing that this month too. We're dealing with the last of Jupiter in your 8th house of other people's money, security, investments. So, like I said, at that new moon in Gemini, which is also in that 8th house, you could be having some sort of lucky breaker opportunity. 4 of Cups coming in. That's going to help you in some way get that established for yourself. There could be a new opportunity with your long-term career. That's possible. More Cancer and a Chariot and a 10 of Coins. Talk about long-term investments and about a new path. Success, it's on its way. Some sort of security for your long-term future. Money savvy. Jupiter's going to be going into this Cancer house in June for you. There is a money path, a more secure money path that for the long term that is in process for you. It's right here, wish fulfilled. It's coming in from the universe, and here it is. You're going to have enormous boost and help with Jupiter in Cancer. Don't be discouraged by whatever this is. This is just life. This is something you will get through. Hang in there, because this is on its way for you. Okay. And it is about expanding your horizons, this Cancer energy, opening yourself up to the greater world, expanding with technology. Ninth house is internet. So maybe it's time to put your business online, or automate your systems, or try new things if you want long-term financial security. Maybe you need to think about moving or traveling or connecting more or publishing a book. All of those things are ninth house. That could get you more security, more exposure in some way. Ninth house is about expanding your horizons. Chariot can be about expanding your horizons. It's new places, new things. You're opening yourself up to new pathways that could bring long-term financial security. What are those for you, Scorpio? Let me know in the comments. All right, Sagittarius, let's see what you need to know for your money and career life for May. Sagittarius, let's see. Saggies. Knight of Swords. Oh, and an Ace of Cups. Nice. Page of Wands in your heart. Seven of Swords. And an Ace of Coins. Wow. You need some private time to think something over for yourself this month. There is an offer coming in with this Ace of Cups. But you really want to make sure it is the one that can grow the big seed for you. It's not that it's bad. I'm feeling the Seven of Swords here is more about your own need for introspection and to really look at what type of new beginning you want for yourself, because the Page of Wands is in your heart. So this could also be related to, if you have a child, you could be thinking of their own best interests as well with whatever this offer or financial beginning, new beginning is. And I say that also because, not just because of the Page of Wands, but because we have Venus in Aries going in your fifth house of children. So whatever money negotiations or discussions or things that are happening this month, there may be something going on with, again, it's not just about what's right for you, but you and your kid if you have one. So it can be something like that. Apply the energies. But it can also just be, you know, what new direction that am I going to start for myself? And will this be the one that's aligned for me? Whatever's coming in. So news is coming fast. Knight of Swords. This could be some important text, email, letter, contract. There is goodwill behind it. Ace of Cups. It seems genuine. But somebody can have goodwill, but are they ponying up the money? Like, you want the money, Sag. So that's why I'm saying, like, I would not be too hasty to say yes to something until you really know if there's maybe something else coming in that's better, or if you really can research and investigate if this is going to bring the coin that you want. Is that going to be really the financial new beginning for your life? Whether you're selling a home and, you know, is that going to give you the nest egg to start your new life, or you're contemplating saying yes to a promotion or a new job? Like, is that really going to be the thing that's going to do it? So there's nothing negative here. And like I said, the Seven of Swords to me is more like, tell yourself the truth. There is a truth that is existing in your heart that you do need to listen to. Don't talk yourself out of what you know to be true in your heart of what you need for this new beginning you want to move forward with in your life. Because there is a new beginning. Whatever's coming here offered to you, it's to fund a new beginning. It's to start a new financial cycle in your life. So that is something to be very aware of. All right, let's see what else we have going on for you. Sagittarius. We have options. Hello. Weighing pros and cons. I think there's going to be, we have two aces. That's why I'm also saying there's probably going to be two things to consider. Job change, move offers, plural, offers, Justice, law, mediator, and balance. So there probably is something contractual also involved with this scenario. But it is about the options. It's the weighing of the pros and cons. That is that Page of Wands in your heart. So we know that, but that is affirming and confirming what I said. So I like when that happens. Let's pull another one. And the pros and cons, it's not always about the money either. Sometimes there's other considerations. So money may be part of it, but I do think money is probably 70% of it, because you want that money to start a new life. Ace of Coins. Dimensions, exploring different worlds. Many jobs, skills, spirit work, travel, worldly, and wealth. Okay, so you're going to be going into some new world for yourself. And it's going to be a good thing if you can imagine what it would be like to take that job and feel into the energy. What would it be like to move to that town over there? What would it be like to have that house versus this apartment, etc.? Okay, so dimensions of your experience to get at the truth of what you need to know to make this decision. All right, and let's see what else. Let's pull another one. Sideways, indirect path to success. We have the Cancer energy. Explore all paths. One leads to another, and sampling life. Very interesting. This is the key. Let's pull some additional tarot. Jupiter is going into Cancer on June 9th, which is your 8th house of other people's money, big money deals, etc. So let's see. Page of Cups and the Knight of Coins. So the money offer is going to come in. It's solid. You're going to surprise yourself, I think, of what you end up accepting and doing. There is a twist. It has something to do with your home and family also. This is your Pisces 4th house as well. So whatever financial decision, whatever you're doing, it is going to impact your financial foundation. Right? We know this. But this is what I'm going to tell you this. You know, we say we're doing a reading for May. Sometimes we get time markers that lead us to a different timetable. That's the beauty of tarot. I think that this is leading us to this being resolved and decided probably the second week of June onward, when Jupiter does go into Cancer, that 8th house. It doesn't mean this isn't going to happen or whatever. I mean, these are not predictions. It's energetic possibilities. But I mean, you will be planting a seed. You will be making a decision. But as I said, you need time to think about it. And I think what's interesting is this sideways. There is something where you think it's going to go this way. It goes different. Sideways is not a bad thing. It just means there is a little bit, look, stars underneath this. There's something that's going to lead you to the right place, brought by the serendipitous star of the universe guiding you. But there is a little bit of a sideways surprise twist. So, and that could be what this is all about. Like, take your time with all of this. There are other dimensions of what you're asking about. There's other layers that will reveal themselves. It's not going to be so cut and dried and blunt, I don't think, of there you go. But you will get to where you want to go. You will get here. So trust the process. Capricorn, let's see what you need to know for your money and career life in the month of May. Capricorns. All right, let's see. What do we got? Well, it's you, but why this version? All right, Justice. Chariot in your heart. All right. The World. Oh my goodness. And the Six of Swords. Wow. Wow. All right. Well, here's the thing. You know, this is your energy. we have to look at everything in context. There is nothing negative here at all. Look at these major arcana showing up for you. Glorious. So to me, this is signaling that you have been obsessed with something in your career that you want to shift. You want to get on a new path. You want to have more visibility, more success. I mean, this is such a Capricorn reading right now. We have your 6th house of work and well-being showing up with the 6 of Swords. I mean, hello. So there are things that I like to call beautiful obsessions, which is a phrase I took from a Van Morrison song that I really like on his album Wavelength, in case you're interested. And I feel like you are in a beautiful obsession mode about your career and building something new, building it successful. And I'm getting the 6 of Swords. It's not so much, I mean, it could be about moving on, like ending on a high note. So some of you, maybe there's something going on with retirement decisions and ending on a high note and perhaps leaving behind stress. I mean, sure, that could be for some of you, and having that freedom. Yeah. But for those of you who are self-employed, who are still in the workforce, etc., I think what this is saying to me, 10th house of career, 5th house showing up here with the Taurus, creative energy, and your Scorpio 11th house of personal gains, your Leo house of 8th house, other people's money, your Aquarian house of just money in general. So you are focused on creating some sort of new project, new path, new career, promotion that is going to help you get to the next level. And it's with your working career. And I'm also going to say with this 6 of Swords that this, of course, is Gemini. Jupiter's in Gemini in that 6th house. We have Jupiter going into Cancer June 9th. I would say by the time Jupiter goes into Cancer, you may be on the receiving end of some good news about your career if you have been in some sort of beautiful obsession mode. You could be building something behind the scenes. That's also our Capricorn. Like, you're obsessed with it. You're building an app. You're building, a patent. You're building a new website, a new business. You're building whatever at work, whatever you're doing, you're constructing, you are the architect, you are the builder, whatever you are doing. Justice is coming. Karmic justice is coming. If things have been delayed, if they have been held up, your wait is over. That is the thing. And Venus in Aries is your financial foundation. It's like you're coming home to your birthright of money and success. That is Capricorn, supposed to climb up the ladder. That's part of the Capricorn legacy. So I think this is very, very good. And Aries is about independence and doing it your way and staying true to your values. So this can also be about building something for your financial freedom. So I think this is very good, but a lot of you are focused with something to do with putting something out into the world, being more visible, successfully launching a project, a product, and you may be doing it before, as I said, Jupiter gets out of Gemini. Whatever this is going to bring mental stress down. You may be having some good mental stress because you're in creation mode. You're doing a lot of stuff. As I said, you're obsessed, but your heart is the Cancer energy, is the Chariot. Like, you cannot wait to see what opportunities this will bring for you. Your heart is ready for new vistas. Beautiful. Let's see what else we need to know. And Jupiter in Cancer is, of course, your 7th house of other people. So you could be dealing with more powerful people as a result of what is happening in May and maybe the first 9 days of June. You could be dealing with more powerful people with Jupiter's transit in Cancer. Somebody could become a mentor, a benefactor, open doors for you, give you opportunities, but it's connected with something that's going on this month, I think. So let's see what else we have. I just said this. Doorway open to possibilities. Potential job opening steps, walk away, risks, and shift focus. Yeah. You're obsessively building a new path, a new doorway for yourself, and you're going to get noticed for it. People are going to notice at work. People are going to notice on your resume when you apply for jobs. People are going to notice in social media. People are going to notice. So very nice. Let's see what this doorway might be for you. But you're building it. I mean, you're helping create it. You're not just like sitting there like, universe, open a door for me. No, I mean, you're actively obsessed with doing this for yourself. And it also has something about your creative energy behind it as well. All right, let's see what we have here. Okay. An offer you can't refuse. Your beautiful Ace of Cups. So something coming to you with love from the universe, from somebody else, 7th house, from your networks, 3rd house, Pisces, and 11th house, Scorpio, your extended networks. Some opportunity, financial. This is your 2nd house, Aquarius. So, and it is about, to me, this is always about some sort of star power, new destiny. How many major arcanas can we have in this reading for you? You are saying yes to yourself, and you have been saying yes to yourself with this obsession, this thing that you have been trying to balance. Some of you, you're working 2 things. You're doing your job and some other thing. Some of you are launching something. Some of you are putting something out there, and it could be the making of you. It could be the making of you. This is beautiful, and open up a whole new destiny with your finances this month. This is beautiful. So keep saying yes to yourself, your creative energy, your intuitive energy. Say yes to opportunities, to network, to connect, to get out there in the world. Something's busting open for you this month, I think. But I do feel it goes into the first little few days of June. All right, so kind of keep your eye on the calendar with that as well. And as I mentioned before in my general May energies video, I do have to have dental surgery. So I'm going to try to get the June readings done before that. I can't promise, but if I don't, for whatever reason, because I'm still pretty tired from the antibiotics heavy duty that I've been taking, at least you know, Capricorn, from this reading to keep an eye on those first 9 days as well of June. Aquarius, let's see what you need to know about your May money and career energies. Aquarius. All right, let's see. We have a Queen of Cups. And we have a Chariot. Page of Cups in your heart. A 3 of Wands. And a Knight of Coins. Okay. This is good. All right. It's important for you to stay steady this month. Try not to let your emotions get carried away with you. This Queen of Cups, Chariot energy. This could be like your emotions are like out of control. Now, it could be out of control of excitement. That's possible. There's no negative energies here or anything. Also, this is your 6th house of work and well-being, the Cancer energy. So you could be intuitively sensing that which is to come with your work life. We have the Page of Cups in your heart, which is your money, Pisces, which is a little surprise twist. You're hoping for some good news. I think there could be some good news on the horizon. Here's our 3 of Wands, a ship coming in, and we have the Knight of Coins, which is something steady. It is there. It's an offer in your hand. You're looking at it. This is our Aries energy for you, and that's where Venus is. So Venus is in that 3rd house of communications, writing, speaking, teaching, networking, sales. contracts, making deals happen, and of course your mindset and staying focused on the big ship you want to come in on the horizon. So I think there could be something you're manifesting. Just keep this Queen of Cups and like not get carried away. Just keep it high vibe, positive, like stay really tuned in to visualizing the new path that you want for your career especially. And this can be the delivering of good news. Okay, and there could be like your heart could be like pleasantly surprised. And this could be any type of work negotiation, deal, offer situation going on. Some of you too, especially because the third house is sales, you could be nurturing 2 maybe big new clients or 2 sales in the pipeline, something like that, with the Chariot showing up. You may need to kind of go out, meet with people in order to seal the deal. Some of you, like they need to actually see your face, physical presence. Also, the other thing here, some of you possibly can be dealing with transportation issues in terms of manifesting a new ride, a new vehicle for yourself, or manifesting the solution to fix the current one if it's been giving you issues. But some of you may be trying to manifest a more just reliable, more affordable car, because here's our car energy. So, again, you could be pleasantly surprised at some sort of deal you're able to make in regards to transportation situation. So apply the energies to your life, but this looks very good. There's something solid and reassuring about the Knight of Coins after a 3 of Wands. Okay, a solid, positive manifestation coming in for you. All right, let's see what else we need to know for you. Aquarius. And also with Venus transiting your 3rd house, you could come up with some sort of beautiful money-making idea this month. So make sure you're writing down anything that pops into your head about that. Doesn't mean you have to, work on it this month, but it could be something you decide to implement later. Or, not just money-making idea, but a way to manage your finances. You can have a brainwave, in other words, about something to do with your money. All right, we have a brainwave, and we have brilliant ideas. Shining at work, great pay, promotion, invention, and create. Yeah, this is the time. Venus transiting that 3rd house. Acting on your brilliant ideas, even if that act is just to write them down for now. But some of you, if you have a certain intuition, premonition, urge to go somewhere, especially with that Chariot card, and talk to somebody, investigate something, you get that kind of brilliant idea to do that, follow that through, because that Chariot that's showing up. So yeah, some of you are going to be working on inventions, creations. We have a promotion. We have shining at work. Definitely. Venus in the 3rd house can be some sort of recognition, like employee of the month, teacher of the year, nurse of the millennium, whatever. Could be something like that. Very nice. All right. You can come up with some brilliant ideas for your success this month. Full cup, seeking the Holy Grail. Life mission, greatest desire, thirst for more, and fulfilled. Yes. You are on a quest for more, Aquarius. You're going to get it. And that's also the Aries. All right. Let's see what else you need to know. Aquarius. Gorgeous. 6 of Wands, success. There it is. And a 10 of Wands. Your hard work is going to pay off this month. Hard work you've been doing the last 10 months to a year. You've laid the groundwork for this success that's coming to you. Excuse me. That's coming to you this month. Okay, beautiful. So it's something that you have done. You have taken charge of it. So, and there could be something tangible. This is this thing with this Knight of Coins. It's tangible. Like there could actually be a trophy. There could actually be a monetary bonus or payout or sale or contract or whatever. There's something there that's concrete that you can hold in your hand, that you sign a piece of paper, whatever the case may be. So this is good. And the thing is too, is this is a successful conclusion to something that may have been underway for y'all for quite a while. All right. This is why, we have this Three of Wands. It has been underway and it will successfully wrap up or come to fruition for you this month. I'm so sorry. It's allergies. It's antibiotics, my throat. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel because we will do a full moon in Scorpio video. And you don't want to miss that because that full moon is in your career house. So there could be some important news coming for you at that Scorpio full moon. We will tune in more deeper into those Scorpio full moon energies in that video. So make sure you check that one out, Aquarius. Pisces, let's see what you need to know for your May money and career energies. Pisces, Venus in your second house of Show Me the Money. Very nice. Could be some good money news this month. Let us see what you need to know. There's the Aries. Oh, 7 of Cups. 4 of Cups in your heart. A Knight of Swords. And a 9 of Coins. All right. I think there's some sort of money scenario unfolding for you this month. We have the Virgo showing up. It's your 7th house of other people, but I'm not going to read it like that. I'm just going to read it the way it is here. I think that there is something that you are working on in terms of your financial independence. You are taking charge. Here is the Emperor Aries, 2nd house energy. We have the 7 of Cups, which is the Cancer 5th house, creative life force energy, your creative energies. Bucket list, things I still want to do by an experience. So you got plans. You got plans in your hands and you have a dream you want fulfilled. And it has something to do with funding something on your own, being financially secure enough to do whatever you freaking want. Your personal paradise. It could be connected with something home related, maybe being able to have your own apartment, not have roommates anymore, maybe buy a little place for yourself or, something like that. Sure. But it could also be that I want to build my own business so that I am self-sufficient. It could be that as well. So you are looking toward making new things happen with your money, making decisions and changes and taking charge so that you can build this. Knight of Swords, you could be dealing with some new information coming in, paperwork, changes you are making to your life so that you can build this 9 of Coins. 4 of Cups in your heart, a new opportunity from the universe. Maybe there's something you can do to up-level your skills. You're already pretty skilled. You got the Emperor here, but there could be something that you could up-level. You could be investing in yourself in some way so that more money is going to come in eventually. You could be getting an offer from the universe and you learn about some sort of new investment program or new job or some new piece of information that's going to help you fulfill this goal you have. It's a stepping stone. I mean, not all happens in 1 month, but it's a stepping stone to build upon to get eventually to where you want to be, which is your 9 of Coins. So you're very focused on your financial independence. You could be coming up with some new ideas. 7 of Cups is very visionary, creative, dreamlike energy. So you could be kind of getting an idea from the ethers that you could really bank upon. Maybe you create something new. You get an idea for an app. You get an idea for a PDF download. You get an idea for some new thing you can do on the side to make some more money that you hadn't thought of before. Something like that. So your heart is open to possibilities. That's the thing with this 4 of Cups. Or I would encourage you to have your heart open because sometimes the 4 of Cups can be forget it, whatever. So try to keep that faith and keep your eye on the prize and know that things can change on a dime. As we know, the universe can all of a sudden, Knight of Swords, bring in new information, switch things so that you're on the road to your 9 of Coins scenario. So be open to that. There's something to 9 of Coins with the Virgo. There's something too about being a little flexible. Emperor can be, I kind of want things my way, but if you can open up your mind to possibilities and be a little flexible, there may be something new coming in that's going to be very profitable for you. It sets the wheels in motion. Like I said, a piece of information. You could find out something that's going to help save you a lot of money with something. And thus you'll have more money to save every month and put toward your financial independence, as an example. All right, let's see what else you need to know. Pisces. We have dimensions, exploring different worlds, many jobs and skills, spirit work, travel, worldly, and wealth. Yeah, so you may be getting some ideas about some other jobs, other things you can do, dimensions. That's what this is, this 7 of Cups. This is creative imagination. So it, kind of exploring other imaginative possibilities, imagining yourself in different scenarios. And how would you feel? Would you feel prosperous in those? Would they feel like the best use of your talents and energies, etc.? So some of you are opening up. There's something that is coming in for you on the ethers with some possible new job offer connection. And it, may not necessarily be a full-time thing, but it could be something that could bring you a little money for now. Again, building toward your 9 of Coins is what I feel. All right, let's see what else we need to know for you. You can have a connection. I mean, the Virgo could be a connection with a powerful person who's already in a 9 of Coins situation. They could give you some good information and advice. So it could be some sort of business mentoring maybe going on. That's also possible. All right. Oh, wow. Guardian, fierce approach to finance. That's Venus and Aries. Daring moves, be the hero, protect your savings and treasures. Yeah, so I'm feeling some of you are going to be pretty ruthless with a budget and cost cutting in the month ahead so that you can guard your finances, so that you have more to build your empire, to fund your dreams, to do the things you want to do. So that's interesting that we got that. And let's see what else. And we have partners, attract your money match. Better together, balance, double the dough, and teamwork. So that's kind of interesting with this, because I do think some of you might be partnering up with somebody or getting advice from somebody, as I said before, and they can really help you up-level your knowledge, your contacts, and help you make more money. So very interesting. But some of you maybe are looking for some sort of partnership that would be mutually beneficial in whatever way that works for you, whether business or personal. Maybe it's like, I need a roommate finally, or I need to, share my space with someone else. So the rent, like if you have a salon studio or something and you have to pay your salon fee. I don't know if you're always allowed to share, but it could be like you rent the chair 3 days a week. They do the other 3 days a week. So it could be like a cost sharing thing, like along those lines, like something like that. You know me, I like specific examples. Or sharing an office space, like you only need it 3 days a week to see your clients. You find somebody else to do the other 3 days a week. It's that type of thing. It's very mutually beneficial. All right, let's see what else. Pisces. All right, 7 of Swords. and a Two of Swords. All right. What is this? What is going on? All right, so you're afraid to make some sort of change because there's something here where you're not trusting the universe that it will have your back. Some of you. If this doesn't apply to you, it doesn't apply to you. But some of you are very worried that it's almost like you're being too protective. You're being too protective. You're so under the radar, nobody can find you because you're so worried that somebody is going to take advantage of you financially or steal your ideas or something like that. And so you're not doing anything. And yet it's also stressing you out because you know, like, you have great potential. You have great ideas. But, and you know, maybe this did happen in the past. So, you know, it made you very wary of sharing your ideas or putting yourself out there again. That's understandable. But here we have the Scorpio energy. It is time to really face and change once and for all any way that you sabotage yourself and keep yourself an outsider. This is outsider. This is outsider. You keep yourself an outsider because you're too protective of your energy. We all need to be protective of your energy, but you're too protective of your energy and ideas. It's about the balance. That is the Six of Coins. And this could also be gifts from the universe that, again, the flow is stopped. You stopped the flow of your energy going out there because you didn't want to be taken advantage of. This is, you know, and that's understandable. This is a very interesting balance and thing that we go through when we are in the midst of relearning proper boundaries. So Saturn has been in your sign for the last 2.5, 3 years. He has been encouraging you to be better with your boundaries, to relearn the lessons of proper boundaries. So sometimes when that happens, we keep everything out. We think that's the boundary. And yes, that can be good. But it's also about levels and layers and stages of boundaries. So that may be the thing you're kind of confronting. Like in proper scenarios and situations, you don't have to be so self-protective. Or you find ways that are comfortable for you where you can still be visible and get the opportunities from the universe, from people who want to help you, while still maintaining a boundary. So for some of you, that may be a theme that is being brought out this month. And that Scorpio full moon may be bringing it to a head. Subscribe so you don't miss that Scorpio full moon video, because that Scorpio full moon is in your 9th house of expansion. I feel like the world is wanting you to step out and expand your visibility in some way. And you're nervous about it, but you're willing to change it. You are willing to be flexible. And I do think there is somebody who would like to help you, who is sincere, who's not going to take advantage of you. And they can really help you with the visibility and also getting the money flowing. Because the thing is, if we're not visible, if people don't know we exist, even at work, like if they don't know that you're interested in that promotion, or you're interested in that opportunity over there, or you're interested in the conference to go to, but you don't say anything and you're just kind of there, the squeaky wheel, you know, it's that old saying, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. I love those old-fashioned expressions, but be the squeaky wheel. I mean, you don't have to be annoying, of course. Squeaky wheels are annoying. So you don't have to be annoying. But if you want the grease, if you want the goodies, then it's time to be a little more visible. And this is required of you, as Saturn and Neptune are going to be in this 2nd house for you. North Node is in your house, so in your sign. It is time for Pisces to be showing the world how it's done. So thank you so much for joining me for your money and career energy reading for May. I tried to make them as juicy as possible, as long as possible, because as I said, I did not get to film the individual sign readings for May for money and career because of my lovely dental scenario. So y'all, love you guys. Thank you so much for all the well wishes and the support. Really, really appreciate it. And if you got value out of the video, want to give it that thumbs up, share it out to friends who could find value in the messages. That's a great way to support me and the channel, and I'd be very, very grateful. Love you guys. Take care. I will see you again soon. Stella Wilde, signing out.